I didn't get a chance to get that team, and everyone had a team. So there was no one that was coming out next year. Drake, Wale, Meek Mill, J. Cole. There was no one in that class that didn't have a squad behind them. You can arguably say that the Young Money, Bedrock, and Sleep with Every Girl in the World was just a kind of constructed fixture to make Drake seem like he had a big team.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no rapper that ever made it without a group or a team.
Facts.
Outside of LL, a
Facts.
little bit of Fab. You know, even though Fab had that Joe Buttons and Paul Kane and Ransom thing, but like a little bit of Fab and LL. Outside of those, like kind of like out of all the people in the game, everyone had a team. So all my team was an open mic squad. You know what I mean? That was it. That's all I had. My nigga died. So I'm on the loose, just trying to go do my thing. And then I was like, oh shit. I had Pun's ashes in my crib, and I was living on the 32nd floor at the Ritz-Carlton. Zoo, you were there, you remember? And
I was there. I was there.
I was told that you're not supposed to smoke anything off of a candle because it's like stealing souls. I remember hearing that in 2006 when we had went to India one time, and I remember hearing that don't touch a candle the wrong way, and I did one time after that, and never did again. But I smoked a blunt off of a candle while Pun's ashes was in my crib, and I was with Pun. It was just me and Pun. I'm smoking a blunt off the candle, talking to him, and I wrote "Mira Mira" in like I'm talking about. This shit's 5 minutes. Like literally, I was like, you know me, I'm NYC, so you know I'm rolling deep. Some with you, some with me. We could all fit in the jeans. Like I was just flying. So 09, I created this song after that little blunt, Mira Mira, and I got Fab on it, and I produced the record. I'm thinking, no disrespect to anyone, and please, nobody feel offended. Like, man, we should have been there for Albe. Because that's not the truth. My mother, right? My cousins, my actual blood, they wasn't. They didn't know how to support me. They didn't know how to love me. They never even came to my graduations. Both of them. So both graduations. So it's like when you feel that feeling of all right, good, Albie. That's cool. It's never like I've seen people go to people's showcases that are bombs. I'm talking about they're never gonna make it. And they had their t-shirt on, like, yo, never for me. Never for me. You guys have never seen any family member. I've done countless shows. They've never been to any show, not one cousin. There was one time at the New Year weekend where they all came and my mom came and I did a song to her. Other than that, in the 100 shows I've ever done, I've never had a family member there just to love me, just to know my lyric. Not one. So you deal with that. I'm getting records with big people, but my own family's not there with me. So when everybody comes to me, they go, nobody else is here. We'll catch up with you when everybody else likes you. You know what I mean? We got some Drake to do. There's nothing I could do. So when people go, why are you not in movies? Why are you not in this? Man, Jesus Christ of Nazareth and Latter-day Saints. If I wasn't trying, I was there. I was in it. So I did the Mira Mira, did an album that was hosted by Mick Boogie, who does like presidential fucking DJ shit now. It was called High. And on that album, there's a record with me, KRS-One, and MC Light. Just us three. Called 16, 17, and 18. Where KRS-One takes 16, MC Light takes 17, and I take 18. None of our friends got that. Not one. There's no rappers that did a song with MC Light and KRS-One if he wasn't on Self-Destruction. And here I am in the studio with them. And they're both like, you killed it, Albie. I come home and it's like, yo, so tell me about T.I. You know what I mean? And so on that album, I had that. I had the joint with me, Kanye, and Most. I had the joint with Fab, joint with Hussein, skits all that. And it just, nobody heard it. It was called High. It came out 4/20, 2009. Next year, I'll Be Getting Money featuring Mano, shot the videos, did all that. And then I got depressed. And I said to myself, man, then, when you lose a record, it feels weird. And I got caught under a battle between Power 105 and High 97. They were battling each other in the city at that time. So Power was doing a lot of R&B stuff, and High 97 is playing a mixture of both. And here's my record that gets played by enough, Cast One, Bobby Trends, all this High 97 shit, and Power's going, oh, that's a High 97 Puerto Rican record. And they totally bypassed the poet, Pun's cousin, the whole thing. They bypassed it and just, so I got shunned from there. So when I lost my record, it was like losing a baby. And I was depressed for the first time in my life. I never felt loss. And mad people died, but that was like a loss. And she called out to me, bro, Katie said, it's my turn. And I got you. And so had Katie and was with her every day and just was a dad and honed my skills. Within that, there's plays and stuff, but I understood the writing part of my gift. So I started writing commercials with Beats by Dre, and I was working for Beats by Dre even before they were Apple. And I was a creative director. When Apple came in, they saw all the things that I was doing, and they gave me a position as a creative director in Apple.
Hold on, we gotta stop. I need people to know how big that is, cause Apple
Yeah.
only fucks with like creme de la creme. Like if Apple buys you and they keep you, like that's like I don't know, like pick your favorite label in the world. And
yo,
you're
bro,
like,
I was making like $1,500 a day.
What the fuck, man? Yo,
It was so fun.
Who the fuck is like?
Bro.
Who are you, Albe Back? Who are you? How do you go from?
I was wilding.
I'm a movie star guy.
And sometimes
you're a fucking corporate tycoon.
Like I swear, I want you guys to understand. I don't boast like this, so that's why nobody knows. But like I was doing LeBron commercials. Like there's commercials that's me and my team. Like the solo selfie we came up with, right? Wow. Let me tell you something right now. Anybody listening to my voice, and I know it's recorded, so it doesn't this is the actual factual truth. The Royal Edition of the Solo Tunes is my collection. That's my collection. I named it the Royal Edition. I named each color, the rose because of Pac, the Hunter Green because that was an aerosol color. Like I named them. Like this is a fact though. Like you go into my laptop, you see, man, I could show you shit. Right? So this is 2016.
You're like
and then
a hero,
everything is cool up until Kanye come into the office. All the white people on and not just white people, but just tech people, they didn't see the movie. They didn't hear about any of this shit. They don't know Big Pun. So they just treat me purely on my creativity and what I can handle. Right? So at the time I was working on having the cast of The Wire complain about life with The Wire, sounding like they hate The Wire because now the cast on The Wire is wireless, right? So I'm working on it. I'm in my office working on it. And then Ye, out of nowhere, I didn't even know he was there. Ye goes, yo, Albe, man, what you doing here? Right? And when they saw that Ye knew me, then they started Googling and go, oh, and then they started treating me a little different.